right on the opposite side of this Viper wall.
Like he has another cycle on this start. So can use that if they do want to commit the execute onto A. KP is hunting for information. She's found it now. And they might just be forced to fall away. I'm not sure if Shopify will have a chance to contest. TL planting front sight.
Suppress there means they can't try to combine their utility, but they're just going to fight their way through regardless. Daiki finds one and looks for a little bit more. bENITA able to get behind the corner, down to 16 HP.
3 for Team Liquid, and DRN on top of the wall. Chris, right click! A second for the Sage. Can she grab more? Close. No cigar. Flowerful alive in the 2 versus 2, and Lorri hitting shots. naxy's trying to stick this one in. She's trying to swing her way around, but Lorri is holding! And Lorri, wait! No,
she got it! She got it!
She did! So damn close! Away and unable to leverage those mollies. Didn't have that path. There will be some investment here. A couple pistols for TL off that spike plant, but nothing more.
Does look like Shopify playing a little bit more on top of this wall. Sonder's able to flash through it if she wants, and bstrdd able to trade out her teammate. That's a big kill to be able to find.
naxy will be spotted by that drone, so falls off top 410, and TL reset this round.
Now it does look like bENITA, who was holding under tube, has given up that angle, so now there is a chance for Team Liquid to rotate out of this. Not looking to go through B main.
There's no trip in mid this round. Holding the space is totally up to KP. Has that float player, and she knows their presence in mid. There should be awareness that this kitchen push is a possibility.
TL really need to pull some rotations here. If they can find that, that would allow naxy to walk up into A. I do think she was able to dodge away from the KO knife that was sent there. That's what's enabling her to step on forward. But again, she needs her teammates, I think, to be able to set up and make this work. There's 2 players back site that she would be running into.
Does she think she has more space than she does? Has not cleared the backside. And both Shopify players are there. On the other side, things are going astray, but they're pulling away. Does naxy swing at the right time? Does she take the opportunity? No. Shopify stuck behind this wall. Sonder will make presence known, but spike at very least will be planted.
10 seconds left.
That'll be success. Sonder just sprinting on forward, doesn't have a care in the world. Teammates are on the way, but she and Lorri will find 2 there on the site, committing to the full stick, and Lorri finds a third. A clean round for Shopify.
Good idea, though, from Team Liquid. They realize the opportunity to get something going in mid off of finding that chamber player early.
Was on top of the world, and now heading into a rifle round, she's gonna have to tap into that.
And she just needs that 1 round to get going, that ignition source, that catalyst. If she finds that multi-kill, she will keep it rolling.
She is the snowball player of this team. Early drone sent down underneath mid. Does spot out bstrdd, and they know she's leaning over towards that A site of the map. It does actually convince Sonder to go over to that site herself. And it's a fairly passive hold in B main. I kind of like this from Shopify Rebellion. Playing a little bit more retake, not wanting to take those open fights, but as soon as this tripwire is broken, there's going to be no real fight left from Shopify here.
naxy still on this lurk, trying to hold for aggression out main, but with the Viper cycle back up, bENITA
she's
actually commits to swing through that one, molly in. No damage really exchanged for either side, but that does show some commitment and will pull the rotations over from Shopify.
TL are conditioning very early on that they will not lock into a site. They will take some space early. Last round, they went up A, left a solo player. This time they go B, and it's just naxy1 over by yellow, waiting for someone to try and move back in forward. That KO knife was able to spot out 2 players, I do believe. I think it was broken because the drone is still online. And now everyone rotates over. bENITA, the sole player, back here on B.
I don't know if she'll be able to contest this one. Molly in. How long is left on that Viper cycle? It shouldn't matter. TL will push deep instead. Put that Viper wall down. KP up top has a dart to try and swing off of Spectre here.
Good
Could
kill.
be nasty. And yeah, flowerful takes down that lurk of naxy. Now it's naxy who needs to step up. She'll find her one and get out. But look at daiki. Reflanking in mid will apply the pressure and join her teammates.
Yeah, that reflank threat is pulling 2 players of Shopify over. They've already spent a lot of time dealing with the lurk. They have to get back on the site fast with the wall.
With this one way up, they have to fight back yellow. The wall is there, already broken down, so Shopify can't just stick this one through. DRN for hers, a second from naxy one. They're still holding onto the space back yellow. No more ammo, and naxy, DRN holding things down. It's a 2 versus 1. Sonder trying to get an early fight, and she'll find it. Daiki's down, but there's just no time.
Sonder will fall. In the end, Team Liquid secure the round in getting players up to very forward positions. This time, it almost cost them as flowerful was able to shut down that late Viper lurk over towards A, but naxy1's position over there by yellow. Really important to be able to swing past as your players in main are taking the fight. In typical
I love, particularly early in that round, with daiki showing the pressure on the flank, not fully committing to it though. Those reflanks can be kind of dangerous if your teammates are getting pressured back yellow. So good discipline being shown out of TL, but in this round, it's actually daiki to full first, aggression out of A main.
Yeah, it's a very different setup from just the tripwire, no presence there, to all of a sudden finding that angle, and now 2 players walking up A. They're gonna run straight into naxy here. This is a really nasty angle to be holding. The Bulldog, though, for the repake on naxy. Lorri over by B finds 3 kills. What is going on?
Chaos. Fights on both sides, 2 fronts to battle for TL. A resurrection coming through that can't really be contested from daiki. Has to concede this space, but wants desperately to claim that spike. Her teammates still so far away. naxy unable to really help. This is a solo mission for the IGL.
And that is 3 bullets in a Bulldog there. I don't know what you're going to do with that.
Get the spike, get out. That's
grab
a start.
Grab the spike, trade on over to a Bulldog with full bullets in that one. The positioning from Shopify has left A site completely open, but with Sonder here, she's going to hear everyone sprinting through A main.
2 mollies, 2 shocks. The post plant would be potent, but there's only 1 player healthy. They need daiki to do something early. They need her to get an advantage. So stick that spike plan initially. naxy, the one to swing, finds hers. HP doesn't seem to be an issue, but now Sonder will just run and gun and take the round.
The full sprint with the Spectre there, able to mow down the 2 final players on the team, but credit to Lorri, we didn't see it. There was this double flank being set up, a battle 1 versus 2. Lorri finds 3 kills in B main. How does it even happen? She already got the 1, and oh my god, they just lined straight up with one another. Well played.
Yeah, last time these 2 teams played on Icebox,
To actually find a kill, so if she can hear 1-2 players rotating off of A, that can give TL all the information they need, whether to full commit onto the opposite side of the map or rotate back into the forward position she has. I like this though on the eco, sprinting up into 2, although bstrdd not able to find the tripwire. That is unideal, and daiki taken down to absolutely nothing.
and flowerful wants this fight too. Knows that holding the space in main is pivotal, and they've found that success. Down goes daiki, but here comes this pit. This is one of the cheekier ones in the game. It'll extend all the way through halls, all the way down below, but the shot dart's actually dealing damage. Spike yet to be planted. naxy1 has to drop down. Finds her kill, but bENITA was behind that whole time. Sonder in the mix too, but bstrdd on the trade. This round stays scrappy, but Shopify keep the advantage for now.
It's all going to come down to Lorri swinging back yellow. Oh, it's a bit of a one-way there. That's why you don't drop down into it. Lorri is able to find shots, and naxy goes for the push, but it's a pincer in from bENITA on the opposite end for the round.
I'm wondering if that exact pit was intentional. There's another one you can throw there that extends all the way to top B as well and gives you a little bit more space to play with. But either way, don't think it would have changed the outcome of that round. Shopify, their big win condition was getting the kill main on daiki so they can pinch back in from mid and from B main to win that retake.
100%. You know, hey, I think we got Boaster in the studio, so maybe we can ask him. Okay, he's a bit of a connoisseur around that Viper pit up in Kit, especially with Viper playing on her own wall. That's something you need to keep in mind. But with the ultimate, wall not even the main concern. Gonna be able to drop that one down and ignore anything from bstrdd.
Yeah, every round that Shopify has won thus far has been in these retakes, but this time, they want to get things going early. A triple push through mid, bstrdd receiving, but daiki able to get her opener on the other side, and still they're fighting off this push, but Shopify keeps committing to it.
The thing is so hard to continue on forward. Lorri, what was that?
A lineup from TL. And Shopify fighting back for 2. Now this can be turned into a flank or a split under the tube. naxy in trouble. Suppress, she's stuck on this angle. If Shopify commits quickly, it'll have to be DRN swinging for that trade. Ult committed. naxy in the corner to Sonder. Clear it. No, not ready in the discipline.
Oh, no.
naxy patient, waiting for her opportunity and striking for one. DRN on the other side, but it's discipline on all corners. KP from above. bENITA on the flank. She's alone. A 1 versus 2. With her teammate bleeding out on the floor. She does have this orb and wants to try and hold things. Attempting to go half on this one. Sonder will finally fall. bENITA just wants to stick in the smoke. Closes DRN. She's gonna hold it, but naxy's there in time.
naxy, the dagger in the back.
What we need for TL Brazil.
Again, very split on this attack. Looking at every single area of the map. But this is back to Shopify Rebellion being ready to fight their way into B main. I think actually the info TL have gotten is with these utility pieces being broken, you gotta know there's going to be a fight here. flowerful is able to open it up with the first.
Great bait setup out of Shopify Rebellion. And now TL don't really have a route back in. Don't have space in B main, haven't found much in mid. You see KP already re-droning.
So much will come down to what naxy can do. Unfortunately for her, because she's playing up in belt, she can't keep moving on forward. That might be ideal though, because the whole team is rotating over here. It's not actually the walk up late on the lurk. They are zooming on forward, and bENITA takes the fight straight on in.
But that's the worst player for her to kill. bstrdd can instantly get rezzed by her teammate. Back online is the KO. At ult. At least one more tick in. naxy on the entry finds one. KP around the corner. flowerful will have the high-low to support her. That wall not to be committed. It's a 1-for-1 trade with Spike still just being capped. TL want this fight early, and they'll get it. Flash around the corner for KP. A second for Sonder. 1 versus 1. bstrdd has been slow to start, but this is her opportunity to shut down. Sonder swinging wide. The spike is tapped. And that is 2. Sonder wins it against bstrdd. Icebox. TL is not getting the same openings. Shopify is not allowed that star power to come online.
And the thing is, like, TL, you don't get extra time to warm up here. Shopify had to play 3 games before this. You got to learn as much as you could. But Shopify got that wave of confidence after taking down their longtime rivals in Cloud9 White.
And some eco frags in this round here. TL want to get that spike plant in at very least for this round. naxy above, great angle there to find Lorri, and Sonder actually very committed, but there goes the spike. It's top 410. Such a tough position to be able to recover from.
There's this slow flank coming in from bENITA as well. Without the chamber tripwire in play, she is going to come straight in from behind, take down naxy. Daiki, absolutely nothing you can do in a situation like that either. Shopify Rebellion are unrelenting. Planted sound, or even a little bit before Team Liquid have been able to get into strong positions on site. It has been a very big problem for them. Daiki going to be sending this drone over towards B, potentially selling the idea of a fake, but that would only work, I think, if no one was here, because Lorri realizes, wait a second, there's no one actually following. It's the oldest trick in the book, and TL are leaning much more heavily over towards A.
That shock dart did break the tripwire in kitchen off the bat, so keep your eyes on naxy into this late round. There's a chance for her to get a late lurk, something that TL hasn't really been able to activate yet.
The thing is, Sova players are not the players to take the opening fight, so I think Shopify is still very much aware that this is not a full B hit, at least yet. But with their setup with 3 players over towards B, they almost have to play full on retake. KP has ultimate, so that can be a big stalling tool as TL try to plant the spike.
And Shopify can commit to a double flank here with their 2 players forward in B main. It would be fantastic to fight this retake. Everyone from TL on the site, and Darren already down. There's a drone for KP. If she can connect to tag, could make this ult big, but a great
Huge
suppress
knife
out of the KO.
Yes, bstrdd is able to find the Sova, and that allows them to plant the spike. It allows them to get a very further forward Viper Pit. Flank not going to be the call as KP scouts out into the ultimate. Doesn't manage to find anything. The trade is there off of naxy1 finding the kill. bstrdd from underneath gets 2. All of a sudden, all in favor of Team Liquid. The Hunter's Fury fired back at KP, who jumps down into the pit. bstrdd is there. She is alive in the server. Before the spike ends up being planted.
Still, Shopify have a big bankroll behind them. We'll have a reinvestment into this round and a Viper's Pit to deny something towards A. Something we haven't seen in quite a while from TL, though, is just these more committed B hits. It's something they were really good at in this last series. And that is the decision here. Flowerful, she's been in this corner before. Surely she gets raided. Surely she gets checked. No, absolutely not. Flowerful finds two. Lorri here as well. A double of her own. Naxy is alone in a 1 versus 4. bstrdd bleeding out on the ground. And a drone to clear her. So many angles to contend with. And she just has to back away.
Team Liquid just have not figured out how to get into B main, but naxy will end up falling. Lorri with the 3K. That duo of Lorri and flowerful is Lorri on this Sage, putting herself in positions to take these early fights. The full house between flowerful and Lorri at the end of it all.
Lorri is snappy today. Not letting anyone through. That is 7-3 now. It's Cloud9.
You want to play? Let's play.
A frightful thought for Team Liquid. Flowerful wins the duel again. naxy unable to find that opening pick. And they've only got one more round left after this. Their A hits have looked successful in terms of getting towards the site. B main, absolute problem for Team Liquid.
How many rounds have we seen TL just caged off for a minute of the round? Shopify is giving nothing away.
The thing is too, TL usually play very spread early on, and their sort of entry points have not found the success that they so desperately need. 3 players already ready on site from Shopify Rebellion. Very late wall as well. bstrdd gets that kill. All of a sudden, the Sheriff's coming alive.
But Lorri still alive on the site. 2 players in her line of sight. Can she find the shot? Not yet, but KP is there on the high-low. So, player advantage regained. Count that up another as Sonder's back online. And TL, again, stuck towards main, trying to play in this post fight, trying to drain that clock. Like he might have done it. 1 kill, shock darts in. Where is the trade? Can the dart do it? Somehow Daiki has it. She lives too. Healthy in that regard, it's only flowerful. Great in the previous rounds. Tap on the spike, 1 kill. Is there Daiki around the corner? Flowerful has to do this one quickly. Daiki spotted. 1 HP. When will she swing? When will she test this? Cautious. It's just a jump peek and flowerful needs to go half. Does she have the time? Does she have the chance? Absolutely. Holding on the spike. Does she have it though? Just a millimeter away. But flowerful makes it work. 0.15 seconds.
Up against TL. All is righted after TL very nearly win this thrifty round. Daiki with those double shock darts, just obscene to take down KP. And then with the sort of ring around the rosy, the dance they played, I thought Daiki's timings on the swing, like right before the full stick could end up happening, were perfect. Just didn't find the shot when she needed it most.
Shopify are crushing Team Liquid. 8-3. And for the final round of the half, TL, only 1 big ult to speak of. Maybe naxy can get that Viper's Pit online.
No, not again!
They're not even clearing their corners. Shopify is always there. Flowerful is ever present. Omniscient is this team. As TL is already down to 2.
Team Liquid are just falling apart. Where was the team with the entry fundamentals, the trades, the clears, everything?
They've just disappeared. And KP on top of it all, flanking around 2 players to boot. There should be no way TL win this round. That's unless naxy keeps this going. 1 flanker denied. You expect the second bENITA around the corner. First kill. She get more patient in her approach and holding down on the line. TL is crushed in main. They are trapped. There is absolutely no escape from Shopify.
On defense, this is where bstrdd was able to start off the map and get things going. naxy gets the opening pick. We've been waiting and waiting, and it has to continue here. Naxy has been good, but down to 22 HP. The wall will go down, and so will the plant.
Shopify in this post, but TL have the player advantage, and they have utility abound. A wall for DRN, and 2 darts available for the retake.
What's it gonna be? Wall already broken. And potential to swing here from top side and underneath. KP's in a pretty close corner. They're going to have to be able to clear, but if they spot her, the utility is there to flush her out.
Molly down. Shopify begin with the delay, but that wall is invested. But
That's
there's still
early.
a bit in time. The Molly is there, so the wall finds practically no use, and now instead it's just a barrier for Shopify to swing
back
through.
yellow.
Lorri there, but Star's so fast, she needs more. Only one, Lorri with 3. It's naxy alone. 1 versus 2 revealed by the dart, swinging in ping pong is Shopify!
Oh!
But it's a shot for naxy. No time though, no chance. Shopify take 10.
And it does not come to fruition in the end.
1 enemy remaining.
They've been in these positions before. At home regionally, they've
One
played some
enemy
very
remaining.
close games. They were down ahead of qualifying for this one. And there was a speech from their IGL, from Daiki. She got them back in it. She kept the vibes up. Only 18, but such a strong emotional leader for this team. And they need her now.
They absolutely do. Halftime, a chance for them to right the course, but not the start they were looking for. Here the swarm comes in, hunting down onto DRN. She's able to escape, and it was a full save, so Shopify Rebellion sure to cruise on through here. Some damage has been traded back, very narrowly missing on that shot. Actually, Shopify trying to turn this one around. They knew that the tripwire was broken.
Nachi one on the angle, a shot on to bENITA. That's a start, that's something.
Shopify Rebellion just waiting to see if the push will eventually come on in. And interestingly enough, Team Liquid going full spread out here, just 2 players on the A site.
But with that trip now gone, the chance for naxy to fast flank. Once this actually comes through, that is reliant though on some stall. Daiki only has a classic.
Yeah, cool.
Shopify should surely clear her out in this corner, but utility in hand. Sonder is down. Is there a trade? Absolutely. Lorri for 3 on the round and a resurrection too. That's heartbreaking for TL.
I'm sorry, a round 2 res?
You don't see that one.
Back-to-back 3Ks? Lorri just doing everything for her team. The consistent force for Shopify throughout game.
And Shopify too. It was never their own story, but they're making it now.
That's the thing, you know, it was always them number 2. We weren't even sure they were going to be the number 2 heading into this event, right? With how strong some of the other teams in NA were able to step up. But now the best team in NA, and maybe the best team in all of the Americas. The chance to take down TL here. TL have the rifles though. They are ready to fight back. And with Shopify Rebellion not overcommitting into the site, naxy again in a position in mid.
She got this kill last time. They're ready for her this time. Swings through.
She wants
Shopify
more.
toying with her. She wants this fight, but eventually has to concede the angle.
The awareness sets in. Team Liquid have called naxy
She's not
over.
ready
No!
for bENITA.
bENITA was able to find that walk up. She was way in front of the rest of her team, playing outside of B main. A double flank on the way for Team Liquid. That's how they're going to win this round.
But look at the position.
Flowerful is holding the angle. Flowerful finds both kills. Shopify Rebellion. A chance to go up to match and series point, and Lorri on the swing once more.
TL's in shambles. Only 2 left alive, trying to work back into this site. And that timer's already gone so far. Can they even commit to this one? Is it even winnable? It doesn't seem
it's
so.
not.
They're conceding, they're saving. Match and series point will be that of Shopify.
Shopify came today to
But
prove a
Flowerful,
point.
she could hunt, not quite.
Hunting down the rifles. Maybe not to happen. I mean, after the series, in their eyes, was effectively stolen away from them. The cabbages, and then Icebox.
Shock Molly slow combo,
Oh, I like
but
it.
no one going for that orb. And
Oh, the shock went a little bit wide there, you could say, from Shopify.
still, TL actually pulling off of this stack. Initially really suspecting A, but with this slower play from Shopify, they'll reset the round.
Yeah, deciding to rotate back over. Now, the problem is mid-control for Team Liquid. Because they don't have that chamber trip, you can see Daiki is playing inside kitchen. And a lot of times when you don't have that trip, you try to post a player at bottom tube and just sort of fight forward inside mid. That is not the idea from Team Liquid here, as they're actually pushing into B main. naxy is he able to take the first contact against Sonder. No kill just yet. Goes for another one, takes down Lorri, and that will be the pit on top of the spike.
She needs to swing for more there. She needs to be ready
has
on
it!
the fight. naxy claims 3. And Shopify might just be out of that one, that is, unless flowerful and KP can make some magic. 2 kills already. I'll wrap through mid, but it's a pit that they have to work through.
A flash for bstrdd. Daiki spots one, has some shock darts too, so the utility might be enough even before the guns get involved.
Scanning ahead.
KP a dart, working instantly, shot through as well, but they're not gonna get anything for free here. Eventually, they will have to permeate the pit and take this battle.
I
10
mean, the
seconds
time is
left.
gone.
It just has to be the kills if they want to make this happen. It just should not be possible. Team Liquid, hold down, stay alive for another.
Out as well. So loud for TL early on, but those Shopify fans, they are stepping up. So we head into the 17th right here. Not a perfect purchase for Shopify, bit of a half.
Look at bENITA. She's already out so far, but bstrdd very aware of that possibility.
Shopify actually dropped a very forward tripwire in A main, expecting there to be some early aggression as they show so much presence over towards B. naxy not getting over eager on the swing, just trying to play this small little off angle. But things could get problematic if flowerful is able to find those opening picks. DRN does be able to trade it back.
Right here.
It's all down to naxy here, back yellow.
When does she time this swing?
Off the dart.
Through and
Oh.
not actually able to find the conversion there, out of ammunition. Has a teammate to hold her cross, so not in huge danger yet.
But they should know someone's playing here on default with the break of the night. naxy going for the swing one more time, looking for a little bit more. The first shots weren't there, but the next 3 were. On this team to wake up, to bounce back. naxy has that chamber up, rearing and ready to go, but Shopify
Look
with a full
at this
buy.
play.
Insanity
On the
this
verge
push.
of losing this series, on the verge of getting eliminated, and you gamble on this push, but Shopify are shutting it all down. 3 kills already. bstrdd needs some magic. She'll find 2. How much more? Nothing yet. flowerful takes her down. It's only naxy. A 1 versus 4 and a world away.
Here comes Shopify. naxy needs to find an early fight.
She's spotted. Swinging from high. It's one onto KP, but sonder on the trade. Shopify defy expectation. They're into the grand finals. Second fiddle no more.
It is Shopify Rebellion's time. A long day, 5 matches, maybe 5 more tomorrow.